Mm.
Good morning, cadets. Today, a new week. So, we'll be starting a new chapter, My Childhood. On the screen is late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Definitely, the chapter is about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. This is one of the famous and inspirational messages given to the children and youth by this missile man of India. He is our loving Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, one of the greatest Indians of all times, who made Mother India proud with his contribution towards space research and aerospace scientists. His life is always a source of motivation and inspiration because it helps the children to dream and think big in life. In 2002, he became the 11th President of India and his tenure lasted till 2007. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931 at Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. We celebrate his birthday as World Student Day. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam greatly contributed to the missile projects Agni, Prithvi launched by India. Thereafter, he came to be known as Missile Man of India. He was a scientist in the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. In the year 1998, he played a crucial role in Pokhran 2 nuclear test in the country. It was regarded as the second original nuclear test by India. If we look into the childhood of Dr. Abdul Kalam, it was very tough. He used to sell newspapers to support his family at a very early age. Even though he got average grades in school, his teachers remembered him as a hardworking student with inquisitive mind. He focused on mathematics and then after he grew up, he studied physics and aerospace engineering in Madras Institute of Technology, from where he passed out in the year 1955. When Kalam was in the third year of graduation, he was given the assignment to build an aircraft with a few other selected students. In spite of the teacher pressurizing him with a hardcore deadline, he completed the project in time and impressed everyone with his creativity. This zeal later on drove him to become a fighter pilot, but he did not join the armed forces. Nevertheless, he was a multi talented man, a scientist, an author, a teacher, and above all, a very good human being. As a president, he was known as People's President. Kalam was a man who greatly contributed to the technological development of India. He proposed countrywide plan known as Technology Vision 2020. In his plan, he suggested nuclear empowerment, technological innovation, and increasing the productivity of agriculture. His endeavors for the overall upliftment of the country made him known as people's president. He was an epitome of intellect, wisdom, and simplicity. Thus, the name People's President suits him very nicely. He was definitely a people's president. Dr. Kalam was born on 15th October 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. Dr. Kalam was an Indian aerospace scientist and the President of India. He was the 11th President of India. His father, Jalaluddin, was a fisherman. His mother, Ashiamma, was a homemaker. He played an important role in India's Pokhran test. He served as the science administrator at Defense Research and Development Organization. He was known as Missile Man of India because of his role in making the missiles like Agni and Prithvi. He received India's highest civilian honor, that is the Bharat Ratna. At the age of 83, Dr. Kalam died of a cardiac arrest on 27th July 2015. While delivering a speech at Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, Kalam collapsed and passed away from an evident cardiac arrest on 27 July 2015 at the age of 83. Thousands, including national level dignitaries, attended his memorial service held in the native land of Rameshwaram. Indians lost a great human being. The great soul will always be remembered as the missile man of India, and he will remain very close to the heart of every Indian. Now, let me highlight Dr. Kalam as a scientist. He says, "This was my first stage in which I learned leadership from three great teachers, Dr. Vikram Bhai Sarabhai, Professor Satish Dhawan, and Brahma Prakash. This is the time of learning and acquisition of knowledge for me. After graduating from the Madras Institute of Technology in 1960, Kalam joined the Aeronautical Development Establishment of DRDO as a scientist after becoming a member of Defense Research and Development Service. He started his career by designing a small hovercraft but remained unconvinced by his choice of job at DRDO. Kalam was also part of INCO SPAR committee working under Vikram Sarabhai, the renowned space scientist. In 1969, Kalam was transferred to ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, where he was project director of India's first satellite launch, SLV 3, which successfully deployed the Rohini satellite near Earth orbit in July 1980. Kalam had first worked on an expandable rocket project independently at DRDO in 1965. In 1969, Kalam received government's approval and expanded the program to include more engineers. In 1963, he visited NASA's Langley Research Center, Virginia. Between 1970s and 1990s, Kalam made an effort to develop PSLV vehicle and SLV 3 projects, both which proved to be successful. Kalam was invited by Raja Ramanna to witness country's first nuclear test, Smiling Buddha, as the representative of PBRL, even though he had not participated in its development. In the 1970s, Kalam also directed two projects, Project Devil and Project Valiant, which sought to develop ballistic missiles from the technology of successful SLV program. Despite the disapproval of Union Cabinet, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi allotted secret funds for these aerospace projects through her discretionary powers under Kalam's directorship. Kalam played an integral role convincing the Union Cabinet to conceal the true nature of disclassified aerospace projects. His research and educational leadership brought him laurels and prestige in 1980s, which prompted the government to initiate missile program. Kalam played a major part in developing many missiles under the mission, including Agni and Prithvi. Kalam served as chief scientific advisor to the Prime Minister and Secretary of DRDO from July 1992 to December 1999. The Pokhran 2 nuclear tests were conducted during this period, in which he played intensive political and technological role. Kalam served as the chief project coordinator. Talking about his personal life, he was the youngest of five siblings. Kalam was noted for his integrity and simple lifestyle since childhood. His personal possessions include books, veena, some articles for clothing, a laptop. He left no will. Kalam received 7 honorary doctorates from 40 universities. The government of India honored him with Padma Bhushan in 1981, Padma Vibhushan in 1990. He received India's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna, for his contribution to scientific research and modernization of defense technology of India. Today, we have some internet issues. In his childhood, he was greatly influenced by his parents, his teachers, and his friends. Kalam was elected as the 11th President of India in 2002 with the support of both ruling BJP and the opposition Congress, widely referred to as People's President. He returned to his civilian life of education, writing, and public service after a single term. It's amazing to find out that religion and spirituality were also very important to Kalam's life. In fact, he made his own spiritual journey the subject of his final book, my spiritual experience with Pramukh Swamiji. Pramukh Swami as a guru. Kalam's desire to meet spiritual leaders to help create more prosperous, spiritual, and unified India was why he met Pramukh Swami, the Hindu guru of BAPS Swaminarayan Sampradaya, who Kalam would come to consider his ultimate spiritual guru. One such incident I would like to relate to you occurred on the day following the terrorist attack on BAPS Akshardham Gandhinagar complex in September 2000. Pramukh Swami prayed for and sprinkled holy water upon the sites of all of the deceased, including the terrorist, demonstrating the view that all human life is sacred. Swami's equanimity and compassion, citing this incident as one of the motivation for writing, Dr. Kalam says. His popular books are India 2020, Wings of Fire, Ignited Minds, Indomitable Spirit, My Spiritual Experiences with Pramukh Swamiji,